Back on the Sheltowee Trace after the last fiasco we had. Day 2 of our hike. We're gonna get about 16 miles in today. We're gonna end up in Moorhead. We're at the Holly Fork Road area right now. We're gonna get across this bridge and get going. We're a little bummed out. We found out later that if we'd gone about 10 more minutes up the trail, there was a perfect camp spot for us. So we're excited to actually get on this trail and get going. So we'll see how it goes. We're about a mile in, and the weather's perfect. You couldn't ask for a better day for Kentucky. Super low humidity, probably only like 60–70%, which is unbelievable in the summer, especially in August. Not only that, but it's just beautiful. The heat is low, it's in the 70s. The trail's been really good, and then this happened. Well, looks like we're taking the high route. Looks like we're gonna be getting creative here. So you wanna come along for the ride? Because here we go. And we're back. Brian just pointed out that there's no poison ivy in the woods, but there's a bunch of it right along the trail. Not exactly sure why it works out that way. You know, we're really excited about how the hike's been going so far. Like I said, we're only a mile in, but we got a great pace going. The weather couldn't be any better. And on top of all that, we know that what we're doing really has a higher purpose. Oh gosh, ow! Yellow jacket. That bit me on the finger.
My legs.
You got on the legs? We both just got stung by yellow jackets. So my finger's on fire. Brian's leg is on fire. And I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break. You can never expect nature to cooperate 100% of the time. And that sure didn't happen back there. We actually had a yellow jacket nest bust in on us. And how many times do you think you got stung?
5 or 6.
Yeah, I think I got stung twice on the hand that I was holding the camera with. So that was a mess. And we just got to the trail again, and another gigantic tree has fallen down. Kentucky was hit pretty hard with some storms a couple weeks ago, and apparently some of these trees didn't make it. So this looks like a little bit more difficult place to get around. So I'm gonna take a break and we're gonna get out of here. If you notice, neither Brian and I are carrying very big backpacks this time. We're actually gonna be hiking into Moorhead today. And since we're gonna be hiking into Moorhead, we just decided instead of camping out and doing tents and all that, we're just gonna get a hotel there in town. It's got a continental breakfast, so breakfast is paid for, and we're just gonna get up in the morning and take off. So that's a power line. That's not terrifying in the least bit. It's just all along the side of the trail here where it must have fallen. I'm guessing during the storms, but it looks like they've cleared all this out, so they must be putting up some new poles. I told Brian I'd give him $1 if he'd touch it, but he said no. That's awful nice of him. We're getting ready to come up on the interstate. We're gonna be passing over top of it and then joining back up on the trail. But unfortunately, for now, we have to continue walking on the road for a little bit. So we'll get back on the trail here in just a second and get back on the fun stuff. We luckily rerouted before too disastrous of a mistake on our part. There was a right turn we were supposed to make. It was unmarked, and so we both missed it, and we took off down the road. Luckily, we only made it maybe a 1/10 of a mile before we realized something's not right. Pulled out our maps and realized we were supposed to turn right onto this ridge road that we're on now, and got on it. We've been making really good time, and we didn't want to lose that because of getting too far off the trail. You may have noticed something a little different about my wrist on this hike. I have severely either sprained or potentially broken some bones in my wrist. I was hiking at Shakertown, just south of where I live in Nicholasville, Kentucky, and was checking out a waterfall. And in the midst of checking out the waterfall, I slipped, and as I fell, I tried to catch myself like you're not supposed to do, and landed directly on my wrist and jammed it pretty good. But this brace actually has been really good. It doesn't allow me to really flex my wrist all that much. My wrist has pretty much been in one place the whole time, and quite honestly, it feels great, which is good. This has been a really good day so far. We're about 3.5 hours in, and we've got about 10 miles down. Not 10 miles to go, but 10 miles down. We've really been cooking along. Both of us feel really good. Like I was saying earlier, Brian had a major knee injury just a few months ago, and he was just saying that his knee feels great. His back feels great. He actually had a back issue just a few weeks ago when he went into the Smoky Mountains, and yeah, he's doing awesome. Hike's been great. We got about 5.5, 6 miles to go. That'll take us into Moorhead, and then we're gonna go eat some really good food somewhere. We're gonna find some place to eat, check into the hotel, get a shower, not smell like we're hikers. It's been an interesting day. A lot of gravel roads, not a lot of trail actually, since we crossed over the interstate. We're about to hit the easy part of this whole thing though. Just in about a mile or so. Basically it's downhill all the way into Moorhead, and that makes for an easy way to end a trail. So I'm kind of excited to see how the trail ends. Kind of wish we could hike another 4 or 5 miles, because it's been a great day for some hiking, but obviously we got to stop at some point. So there's nobody out here. You know, since the northern trailhead, we've hiked, you know, roughly, 20 some odd miles, 26, 27 miles, and we've come up on 4 people total. At least I have. There's a lady I just met. She and her husband have actually done the entire Sheltowee. They actually took a 2-year hiatus from their work and got to hike the Appalachian Trail, did some trails out west, and got to do all of the Sheltowee, and told me how much they love this trail, how much they enjoyed it, and so it just got me even more excited about when we get down to Big South Fork and we do that last big push, that 240-mile stretch that we're going to be doing at the end. Some people would consider these water fountains. Brian and I today, those are kind of like lifesavers. There's really no water between Holly Fork Road and down here. There's like an early water source, but truthfully, the water was so dry today, there was no like way of knowing that we were gonna get have no water basically, which typically I don't bring as much water as I did today, but I'm glad I did. Looks like we're gonna head down to the car now. Good hike, great time today. And Brian and I are city walking now, and we love it. And by love it, we don't love it. But we are city walking. We're almost to his vehicle, and we're gonna jump in that sucker, go get us one gigantic 89-cent 44-ounce massive soda to drink. This is gonna be a good night, and then tomorrow it's another day, and it's gonna be a really good one.